Have you ever looked at someone and thought, could this be it? Could they secretly be the one for me? Not in a flashy, love at first sight kind of way, but in those small, quiet moments that feel oddly powerful. Like when they remember the little things you say, or when they're just there when it really matters. That gut feeling you get that maybe, just maybe, this connection is different. That's what we're diving into today. Because sometimes, the person who's truly meant for you isn't the one who comes in loud and obvious. They're the one who shows up in steady, meaningful ways. And today, I'm going to walk you through 7 subtle yet powerful signs that they might secretly be the one for you, even if you haven't fully realized it yet. Before we dive in, if you're serious about building a love that's deep, healthy, and lasting, hit that subscribe button and join the Purely Love community. We're all about real connection, intentional dating, and helping you recognize what love truly looks like. Let's get into it. First and most importantly, they make you feel emotionally safe. You don't have to perform or pretend around them. You can breathe. You can be messy. You can talk about your fears, your past, your dreams. And instead of feeling judged or misunderstood, you feel seen. The right person won't always have all the answers, but they will make you feel secure being exactly who you are. Emotional safety is the foundation of deep love. And if someone consistently creates that space for you, it's no accident. It's a reflection of emotional maturity and a sign that they might be the one. Another sign, they listen, not just to your words, but to what's underneath. They notice when your tone shifts. They catch when you're quiet about something that matters. They remember that thing you mentioned 2 weeks ago and follow up without being reminded. Active listening isn't just about good manners, it's about presence. It's about caring enough to tune into what really matters to you. When someone consistently listens that way, it's a signal that they're deeply invested, not just in you, but in truly understanding you. And here's something most people overlook. You fight, but you fight well. That doesn't mean you agree on everything, or that it's always smooth. But when conflict happens, you both come back to the table with respect. There's no silent treatment, no emotional manipulation, no screaming matches that leave you emotionally wrecked. Instead, there's a sense of partnership even in disagreement. You both want to understand, not just win. And that's rare. The ability to move through tension with love and respect, that's a major sign of long-term compatibility. If you're still with me and you're starting to think, wow, maybe I already have something special, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're just getting started. Now let's talk about growth. Someone who's right for you won't just love who you are. They'll also support who you're becoming. They'll challenge you when needed. They'll encourage your growth, your healing, your evolution. They won't feel threatened by your success. They'll celebrate it. They'll cheer you on when you level up and walk with you when you stumble. The right person wants to see you become the fullest version of yourself, not just the version that's convenient for them. They also make the hard stuff easier. Life is full of stress, jobs, family, mental health, finances. But when you're with the right person, even the heavy moments feel a little lighter. They don't fix everything, but their presence alone is calming. They know when to give advice and when to just listen. They're a safe harbor when the waves get rough. And that emotional support, that's not just nice to have, it's love in action. Here's another one. They make the ordinary feel special. Grocery runs, late-night drives, quiet mornings. Suddenly those everyday moments feel like memories in the making. You don't always need an adrenaline rush or grand romantic gestures. You're content just being with them. That kind of ease, the comfort and peace of ordinary moments, is often a sign of extraordinary connection. Because love, real love, often lives in the quiet spaces between the highlights. Let's go even deeper. When you talk about the future, whether it's serious like marriage or simple like next month's plans, they include you. You're not left guessing where you stand. They speak with we, not I. They're not afraid to talk long-term. And more importantly, they don't just talk. They align their actions with those conversations. Someone who sees you in their future will start making decisions with you in mind. Period. Still with me? Then go ahead and like this video, share it, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Purely Love, we believe clarity is power, and this is how you get it. Another beautiful sign that they might be the one, they respect your boundaries, and they don't make you feel guilty for having them. Whether it's needing space, setting limits around communication, or moving slowly in intimacy, they honor your pace. You never feel pushed, rushed, or emotionally cornered. They want your yes to be free, not forced. And that's rare. People who are truly safe don't just tolerate your boundaries. They respect them because they respect you. And it's not just about how they treat you when things are good. Pay close attention to how they show up when life gets hard for them. When they're stressed, frustrated, or hurting, do they shut down or lash out? Or do they communicate and take responsibility for their emotions? Someone who can manage their own emotional world without dumping it on you is someone emotionally equipped for long-term love. They're not perfect, but they're aware, and that's powerful. They also take accountability. When they mess up, and they will because we all do, they own it. They don't gaslight. They don't deflect. They don't twist things to make you the villain. They say, "I was wrong," and they back it up with change. That kind of accountability isn't just maturity, it's love. Because love isn't about being flawless. It's about being real, humble, and committed to growth, individually and together. Here's a subtle one that says a lot. You laugh together. Not forced laughter, but the kind that bubbles up in the middle of a random moment. Inside jokes, silly voices, weird habits, you don't feel like you have to filter yourself. And even when life gets serious, you find joy in each other. Laughter isn't just fun. It's glue. It builds connection, helps you through conflict, and makes even the hard days feel lighter. Let's talk about values. Do they align with yours? Maybe not in every detail, but in the big picture things. Honesty, loyalty, kindness, growth, communication, faith, family, purpose. You don't have to agree on everything, but the core things, the things that guide how you both live, feel aligned. And if not, they're willing to explore those differences with an open heart. Love without shared values usually ends in confusion. But when values line up, you build something unshakable. Now, maybe they're not the loudest in the room. Maybe they're not sweeping you off your feet with dramatic declarations. But in the quiet, they show up. They're consistent. They remember. They support. They try. The one isn't always fireworks. Sometimes, it's a slow burn that grows brighter with time. Look at the pattern of how they show up, not the highlight reel. Still following? If this is resonating, hit that subscribe button. You deserve love that feels safe, real, and deeply connected. And that's exactly what we talk about here at Purely Love. Let's explore a few more soul-deep signs. They challenge you, but gently. They encourage you to break your own patterns, to see things differently, to grow, but never through shame. They inspire change by believing in you. They don't control you, but they do influence you through love, not fear. If you found someone who helps you become more of who you're meant to be, without losing your sense of self, that's rare, and it's special. Another quiet sign. You miss them, not out of insecurity, but out of true connection. When they're gone, you don't spiral into anxiety, you just notice the absence of their energy. That calm, steady presence you've grown to trust. Missing someone because they bring peace to your world is a much deeper emotion than missing someone out of emotional dependency. Real love adds to your life. It doesn't make you feel like you're constantly chasing it. And let's not forget loyalty. Do they have your back when you're not around? Do they speak of you with respect to others? Do they defend your name, protect your heart, and keep your secrets safe? Loyalty isn't just about fidelity. It's about emotional safety. It's about knowing that your name is safe in their mouth, and your heart is safe in their hands. If you feel that kind of loyalty from someone, you're not imagining the connection. That's real. Let me say this. Sometimes the one isn't perfect timing. Sometimes you meet them when you're still healing, still figuring yourself out. But they don't run. They walk with you through it. They hold space for your process. They don't demand a finished version of you. They honor your becoming. And when someone shows up like that, when they walk beside you instead of ahead or behind, you'll feel the difference. It'll be quieter than the chaos you're used to, but infinitely more stable. Here's something most people don't talk about. When someone is truly meant for you, they don't complete you. They complement you. You're still whole on your own. But with them, life feels richer, more peaceful, and more purposeful. You don't feel like you're constantly performing. You feel seen. You feel safe. You feel accepted, not just for your light, but for your shadows too. And the most powerful sign of all? You grow together, not just side by side, but together. You're building something, not just a relationship, but a life, a vision, a future. You both care about becoming better people, not just for each other, but for yourselves. You inspire each other to heal, to rise, to reach. And through it all, you still choose each other, again and again. Look, love isn't about butterflies all the time. It's about choosing, every day, in the hard times, in the boring times, in the quiet spaces between chaos. When someone consistently shows you through action, not just words, that they're in this for the long haul, that's not luck. That's love. Real, raw, intentional love. So if you're sitting there thinking, wow, I think I might have this with someone, honor that. Don't take it for granted. Love like this is rare, but it's possible. And if you don't have it yet, don't settle for less. Now that you know what to look for, you won't be fooled by chemistry without depth, or charm without character. And hey, before you click off, if this video spoke to your heart, please take a second to subscribe to Purely Love. We're building a beautiful community of people who want real love, not just fairy tales. We talk truth, we get honest, and we support each other in the messy, magical journey of relationships. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these signs showed up in your current or past connection? I'd love to hear your story or your questions, because what you share might help someone else on their journey too. Remember, the right one won't make you question your worth. They'll remind you of it, even on your worst days. You won't have to beg to be chosen. They'll choose you with clarity, consistency, and care. Keep your standards high, your heart open, and your intuition sharp. You're not asking for too much. You're just asking the right one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, love deeply, wisely, and purely.